Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They will toss to Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Back to throw, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun gun.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
11. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards.
12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one too low.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Here we go. Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Able to power through. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Let's get set.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up into great success?
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One, ready?
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and
11
goal.
MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Brown once more. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Go tonight. We go 76. Okay.
Goff now looks to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Hey, kill.
Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Value 3.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here we go.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
5. Super 1. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Run. Ric Flair. Shell.
Now Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In motion goes Patrick.
Yes, sir. Value three. Whirling. What's that?
Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Deuce.
Again, Goff. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Shoves him away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's get set.
And they go play action now. Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 62 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hot. Set.
Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Logan Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
11. Dot.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Yoshibas. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on. Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Now it's gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Williams to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Would you say this offense is locked in right now? They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs? Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.